of the Lord's midwives. The midwives of Moses is a prophetic foreshadow of the end times prophets. And this will make this very clear. Pharaoh did not want Israel of God growing strong and ruling over his kingdom. In Exodus chapter 1, verse 8 and 9, it talks about this. It says, "Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said to his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we." In verse 10 it says, "Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also with unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them up out of this land." But there was 2 midwives in Egypt who refused to obey the Pharaoh. Exodus chapter 1, verse 15. "And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one is Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah. And the Pharaoh ordered the 2 midwives to kill the Israelites coming into the world." Exodus chapter 1, verse 16 and 17. "And he said, When ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared God, and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men alive." So we see the 2 midwives disobeying Pharaoh, standing before the woman who is about to give birth to the deliverer to help the woman escape. This is all prophetic foreshadow hidden in the end times. The spiritual Pharaoh is in the end times in Jerusalem. Revelation chapter 11 verse 8 says, "And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified." And this spiritual Pharaoh gives orders and commands to go after the woman who's to give birth, and gives orders to fight after the woman's going into birth with the deliverer as he returns into the earth. Revelation chapter 19, verse 19. "And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army." Yes, the beast and the false prophet of Egypt go to make war with the woman. Revelation chapter 12, verse 17. "And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. And they try to kill her seed." The Pharaoh in spiritual Egypt tries to go after the woman who's about to give birth and go after her seed. It's clear. But the 2 midwives stand before the woman ready to give birth to protect the people. During the 1260 days, the 2 midwives stand helping the woman and her seed. Revelation chapter 11 verse 3 says, "And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days clothed in sackcloth." And this is the same prophetic 1260 days in which the 2 prophetic midwives stand against Pharaoh in Egypt and help the woman escape into the wilderness, where she's able to bear the deliverer on her birth. Revelation chapter 12 verse 6. "And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days." And this woman that they stand before, these 2 midwives, these 2 prophets, to help the woman, she's giving birth pangs, getting ready to give birth. Revelation chapter 12, verse 5. "And she brought forth a man-child, who is to rule all the nations with the rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God, unto his throne." And this woman has the king of Egypt coming after her with the devil, trying to kill her children. Revelation chapter 12, verse 13. "And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child." These 2 midwives stand before the woman giving birth to the man-child from heaven in the face against Pharaoh, disobeying Pharaoh. Revelation chapter 11, verse 10 and 11. "And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them, and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these 2 prophets tormented them that dwell upon the earth. And after 3 days and a half the Spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them." And these 2 midwives stand, and the matrix of that woman from heaven opens up, and the birth of the deliverer comes down. Revelation chapter 19, verse 11. "And I saw heaven open, and behold a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war." And this is the prophecy foreshadow of the 2 midwives in Egypt who stand before the woman to help the woman as she's to give birth to the deliverer. This occurs in the latter times. And what you'll see is the 2 prophets standing there helping the woman that gives birth to the Messiah, the deliverer, as he comes out of heaven. And this is the prophecy of the 2 midwives.